Yo, what's up guys? Armani here, back with another banger. Today, we're diving into some of the most shocking, the most brutal, the most troll moves in chess history. We're talking game enders, friend humiliators, the kind of moves that'll have them screaming, "No way, that's illegal, let's dive in." Okay, first up, we've got a classic, the fried liver attack. It all starts with a simple setup, e4, e5, nf3, nc6, bc4, nf6. You play eng5, attacking that pawn again, and they take it, eng5, they take on g5, thinking they're winning a piece. Big mistake, you slam that bishop to h5, and things are about to get wild. They push the king pawn to try and block the check, but you've got them right where you want them. Now comes the killer blow, nxf7. You sacrifice the knight, and they're forced to take it with the king. Their whole king side is busted wide open, and you've got all the firepower. Alright, next up is a real sneaky one. Legal's mate. This is the definition of a trap opening, and it's designed to punish black for getting greedy. We start with the standard king's gambit opening, e4, e5, f4. Black takes the pawn, of course, xf4. Now you play nf3, and they develop their king's knight, nf6. You play bc4, putting some pressure on that f7 pawn, and they, feeling confident, play d5. Time for the killer blow, bxf7+. They're forced to take with the king, key 7. Now you bring your knight into the attack with n5 hash. Checkmate. Legal's mate is a thing of beauty. Now, let's talk about sacrificing. Not just any sacrifice, but a queen sacrifice. We're going all in with a legendary game from Bobby Fischer. This one's from 1956, and it's against Donald Byrne. Fischer, playing black, is already up material, but his opponent thinks he's found a way to hold on. Little does he know, Bobby's got a trick up his sleeve. Fischer, with his trademark swagger, plays b6. This move looks terrible at first glance. He's giving up his queen for free, right? Wrong. This is a queen sacrifice for a two-move checkmate. Byrne, thinking he's won the lottery, takes the queen with nxa3. Fischer slams his bishop to a 3 with check ba 3+. The king is forced to move to b1, kb1. And now comes the final blow, the knockout punch. Nay2 hash. Checkmate. Fischer saw combinations that others couldn't even dream of. Alright, let's bring it back down to earth with a trap that's a little less flashy but just as deadly. The England Gambit trap. It starts with black playing d5 in response to white's e4. Now, white, feeling adventurous, plays d4, offering the England Gambit. Black takes the pawn with dx4, and white, instead of taking back immediately, plays qe2. This is where the trap is sprung. Black plays e3. Now white's queen is under attack and they have to make a decision. If white plays qc4, black plays qd4, winning the queen. The England Gambit trap is a great example of how even a simple-looking trap can be incredibly effective. Now let's talk about under promotion. Most of the time when you get a pawn to the other side of the board, you promote it to a queen. But sometimes, the most surprising move is the one nobody expects, under promotion. Imagine this, you've got a pawn on the 7th rank ready to wreak havoc. Your opponent is scrambling trying to stop the inevitable queen promotion, but then, you do the unthinkable. You under promote. Instead of a queen, you promote to a knight, a rook, or even a bishop. Take for example a classic scenario where you have a pawn on e7, and your opponent's king is stuck on e8. If you promote to a knight with e8 checkmate, the king has nowhere to go. Alright, let's talk about one of the most famous sacrifices in chess, the Greek gift sacrifice. The basic idea is to sacrifice your bishop on h7, aiming for the weak spot in your opponent's king side. It often leads to a quick and devastating attack, especially if black castles kingside. The most common setup involves white developing their queen to h5 and their knight to g5, putting immense pressure on black's king. If black isn't careful, they can get checkmated in a hurry. The Greek gift sacrifice is a powerful weapon, but it's not without its risks. Now let's step into the realm of true chess insanity with Korchnoi's double rook sacrifice. This famous game was played between Viktor Korchnoi and Geir Isaacson in 1972, and it's a masterclass in aggression and calculation. Korchnoi playing white sacrifices one rook then another, ripping open black's defenses and forcing a checkmate. The position might look complicated, but the idea is simple: destroy the enemy king at all costs. Korchnoi's sacrifices weren't random acts of desperation, they were calculated moves designed to rip open black's defenses. The game is a testament to Korchnoi's incredible attacking prowess. It's a reminder that in chess, sometimes the best defense is a completely overwhelming offense. And finally we have a bonus move, a true troll move from the 19th century, the Blackburn-Schilling Gambit. This one comes from the legendary English master Joseph Henry Blackburn, and it's as cheeky as it is brilliant. The opening moves are simple. E4, E5, NF3, NC6, BC4 and 4. Black is already sacrificing a pawn and we're only on move 3. This is the Blackburn Shilling Gambit, and it's designed to do one thing: confuse and frustrate your opponent. If white takes the pawn, they're in for a world of pain. Blackburn has a series of tricks and traps up his sleeve. The point of this gambit isn't necessarily to win material or even the game, it's about psychological warfare. So there you have it, guys. 8 shocking, brutal, and downright trollish chess moves that will have your friends questioning your sanity. These are the moves that separate the casual players from the true chess masters. So go out there, experiment, try these moves in your own games, and most importantly, have fun with it. Ready to shock your friends? Smash like, grab the bell, and tell us which move blew your mind. Until next time, keep trolling.